Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Focus and Th000 taking place here on Last Refuge. I don't know if you guys can actually tell, I'm actually a little bit under the weather, my apologies. I'm not quite sure what hit me. I've been resting since Friday, and I still don't feel well altogether. Anyways, let's go ahead and focus on the game as we see Focus spawning as the red orc player on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Th000 has spawned as the blue human over here on the top right. Human versus orc in this 1v1. I am expecting your standard caster lineup, as he will most likely be going up against a blade master. Now, even though I do know the end game, I don't necessarily know how the players are going to go about getting there. Unlike StarCraft 2, the path at which you take, and there isn't that many opportunities for any sort of like quick kills or quick interruptions. The game slowly builds upon itself as opposed to just having large giant death balls move across the map. We are looking at what, 4 peons now moving out here. We are going for a blade master. Meanwhile, barracks is nearly completed, and we are gonna see an archmage popping on out here in just a moment. Now, the timing is going to be most likely another farm before we go upgrading into keep in order to get the all-important sorceresses and priests alongside that archmage, which is very, very powerful at slowing down that blade master. Meanwhile, the blade master will most likely be coupled with a shadow hunter, and we'll see if the meta has changed to try to go for tier 3 against other human players. I know it's often done with with undead. Undead players go tier 3, often getting that Tauren Chieftain to round out the trifecta of the Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, and Tauren Chieftain. As the Blade Master purposely aggroes the Ogre Warrior, now gonna back off. You'll see an ensnare go down onto that grunt. The Blade Master will pick up an item, as the footman is just going to be wandering around here, just doing a little bit of scouting. Blade Master picks up claws of attack +6. Are we going to get an ensnare? It does have an ensnare onto that footman. That is a very, very lucky break right there, as all of a sudden this footman, which would not have fallen or would have just run away, is now going to be down to 73 life well before, and get taken down right then and there. Back off to the north, Archmage is sitting at level 2, does have double water elementals, 2 footmen out here, and we'll see whether or not this is going to be strong enough to move him on into the mid game, as the Blade Master does have some powerful items for himself. Healing Salve is extremely powerful. Clarity Potions allowing that Blade Master to just do a lot more mana efficient, mana intensive creeping early on. You can see him going after this Ogre Magi now. He's going to be absorbing a fair bit of damage before he, wind walks away and does use a healing salve. However, his opponent already putting pressure inside here. Water Elemental, only 1 Water Elemental currently out. It is a fresh Water Elemental though, and this could spell some problems as we now see some grunts now make their way through. Additional Orc Burrows have been completed. Is the Water Elemental is going to be able to stop these Orc Burrows? As you see, damage is being added on more and more. We are about halfway done to Stronghold, and with that, the delay of 1 Orc Burrow is not going to really set Focus that far behind. The Archmage is, the Blade Master should be able to get to level 2 right here. Does get a final hit off there. 1 more hit should take him down. He does not want to give level 2. He does end up doing that, as the Archmage does buy Dust of Appearance and is ready to move out once again. Now you can see 1 Orc Burrow is being constructed. This Orc Burrow is actually relatively low, as the Archmage just rushes on in again, and he is going to be getting into position going after the one that doesn't have any armor. That is actually absolutely very important right now. He is actually purposely blocking the pathing on this Orc Burrow as well, making it difficult to try to allow any of the peons to get in and surround and repair it. You can see this Orc Burrow already down to 171, and losing this much is going to hurt tremendously, as you see the additional Orc, those peons in the back, unable to help. Damage is being added. Archmage is down to down to 87 hit points. Speed Scroll is being used. Archmage down to 90 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? Down to 23. It is running away rather quickly with Boots of Speed, but it looks like it will be able to live and fight another day. Meanwhile, the Blade Master, without an extra charge of Windwalk, unable to catch up. This footman now looking to get away. The remainder of the footmen and water elementals should be heading back off to the north. It looks as though, yes, a Beastmaster is now joining in on the fight. Archmage is actually having a bit of a death wish here, as this footman is purposely just buying time away from that Blademaster. Blademaster is sitting at level 2. However, Beastmaster now coming across here. Archmage drops a water elemental and is now already running away, as the Quill Beast is adding in some extra damage to these Orc Burrows. Orc Burrow number, I believe that is Orc Burrow number 2. All the other Orc Burrows have been taken down. We are not upside down on supply any longer, as we should be looking to get a Shadow Hunter, but we are low on lumber due to all the repairs. Beastmaster down to 250 hit points. Is it going to fall? That is the big question. An additional Quill Beast, is that going to be enough? No, a critical strike, but it could be enough still. Down to 25, down to 13. There it goes. Beastmaster falls at level 1, 27 over 20 supply. Water Elemental still trying to get away. There is the denial right there. As the Quill Beast once more rush off to try and take down an Orc Burrow for, I believe, the 3rd or 4th time. Orc Burrow after Orc Burrow has been falling. Beastmaster has been taken down. Both Orc Burrows canceled. That was actually a tragic mistake right there. 27 over 20 supply, being forced to retrain everything here, but the Blademaster is getting a lot of experience by picking off these footmen. Now, here's the question: is focus going to fall to the follow-up play? That is the question there. Or is Th000 going to be able to muster up enough? Archmage does have some priest offering a bit of healing. We see the lumber mill. It looks as though we are, yes, ready to go. Lumber mill. We do have militia already being called out to the battlefield, and that is plenty of lumber to build those towers. All right, Quill Beast causing some problems here. Now going to be retreating. Archmage ready for the follow-up. Beastmaster is out as well. Currently, yeah, this is going to be the only game I'm casting today. Beastmaster out as well. We're going to be able to drop additional Quill Beast. We should be looking at some sorceresses now added in there as well. Blademaster following it up, as the Archmage drops another water elemental, and the Beastmaster now going after that Voodoo Lounge. Priest suffering a lot of damage. One priest down, as the water elementals and towers are now being constructed. No ivory towers here, just being constructed the old-fashioned way with all of those peasants. And this is a good old-fashioned tier 2 tower rush with a lot of strong follow-up. We are looking at the Quill Beast up in that front line. Guard towers are going to be upgraded here in just a moment. Priest now trying to back off here. Guard tower number 1, 2. Sentry towers are already upgraded, so they will reveal that Blademaster. Guard tower, arcane tower perhaps as well, as the Blademaster already down to 127 hit points. Healing wave coming just in time. Wand of mana stealing needs to be given to the Shadow Hunter most likely for extra mana. You see a couple of Troll Headhunters acting in there as well. Sorceresses coming in to try to slow things up, as the peasants should really be on this auto repair right here, as you see it going down. Blademaster down to 310 hit points. Attack after attack. Beastmaster isn't even bothering to engage, as the guard towers are going to be having a bit of a problem. All right, guard tower number 1 has been taken out. There are 2 additional guard towers left here, but as they are taking damage, they are the remaining grunts are also taking damage as well. This could add up very quickly, as guard tower number 2 is taken out. Shadow Hunter, Quill Beast, Sorceress are still trying to fall. Priests are getting taken down. And wow, I thought I was well enough to cast, but obviously not. All right, guard tower looks like it will be done here in just a moment. There it goes. Repairs are already underway. Is it going to have enough gas in the tank to try and stick around? All right, there goes one Kodo Beast. The remaining of the guard towers, however, are not going to let it go down, as the priest now going after some more units. Peasants need to start building up that scout tower again. And this could be another tower getting constructed here. Blademaster is going to come in with a critical strike or windwalk strike. Quill Beast now trying to back off here. Beastmaster does have enough for another Quill Beast, perhaps on cooldown right now, as the guard towers still need to get constructed. 38 supply compared to 34. Focus in a bit of trouble. What is going to happen here, as the guard towers are now getting more and more support by so many of those sorceresses. Those sorceresses able to deal so much damage. You can see the Blademaster trying to go after the units. There's an ensnare. Is it going to get taken down? Yes, it will. Sorceresses are still trying to push through here, and you see the troll headhunters also trying to do a bit of chasing as the casters are just buying distance, trying to retreat. Priest after priest is now falling. Only one priest is left. 3 sorceresses are left. Guard tower number 1, however, reconstructed. Second guard tower is following up behind right now, and the Archmage just needs to come back. The Blade Master and the Grunts are currently slowed, and this is going to add a little bit of extra damage once more. Second guard tower is now up. A Blade Master is here, ready to go. Beast Master drops another Quill Beast, gets it ensnared once again, and now the remaining units are trying to come in and chase back in. Blade Master in trouble, does buy a potion of healing just in time. Archmage comes back as well. Beast Master falls again. As the guard towers now switch their focus back onto the Grunts. As more and more towers are constructed, the things will get better and better for those push. But is there enough of a counter army with all of these raiders with that medium armor? The sorceresses do not deal much to that raider army. And this is what it's going to come down to, whether or not the sorceresses are able to slow down those raiders, or if the raiders are going to be able to ensnare, stop the repair of these guard towers, and stop this tower push. Scout tower after scout tower. It looks as though the barracks will get taken down. Archmage goes after the Blade Master. Blade Master using a speed scroll, trying to go around every which way, trying to break the line. Sorceress number 1 is going to fall. As you see the Blade Master coming across. One priest trying to come inside here. Archmage is in position. Peasants should be on auto repair, and the sorceress is now using the guard towers very, very effectively to try and run away from the Blade Masters. As you see the guard tower now taking damage, the peasants now need to head back over as well, getting in some extra damage. You can see a priest here. Archmage could be dropping another water elemental, not quite sure why it's not. There it goes, as the Blade Master now down to 228 hit points. Shadowhunter low on mana. Blade Master very, very low on health. Beast Master could finish it off. There it goes, and that should be the game. Excuse me. Archmage finally getting to level 3. Beastmaster getting to level 2. Blade Master is currently out of the fight. And with level 2 water elementals, this game is pretty much over. Those guard towers are going to be doing far too much damage, as the sorceress is now with that range magic attack able to focus down those orc burrows very, very quickly. There is the game. Focus losing to Th000, even though Focus has the higher score. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm going to get some rest.